Yay, here we are.
Hi, I'm Maureen Tara Nelson of MTN Matchmaking. And with me today, of course, is my beautiful and very talented team. And you probably noticed that there's an extra beauty in here, Jill. And you might even recognize Jill because she has been on TV as a TV anchor and news person for 20 years. And we are so blessed and fortunate that she is taking over our marketing and social media.
Yay!
So everybody welcome Jill to our group.
Thank you. I am very excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna go all over social media with you. No one's gonna know what hit them.
Yes. George is going to be yelling at me a lot.
Although I don't yell. I'm not a yeller.
Yes, you've been so sweet in putting up with me so far this week. So that's wonderful.
It's all good. We manifest positivity.
Oh, that's right.
And love.
Jill and I met a couple years ago. Yeah. Jill has a radio show, and she had me on her radio show with Mike, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who's your partner?
Yeah.
And
not my husband, but my partner. Yeah.
Right. I thought that they were married the whole time.
Oh.
Yeah. So I remember I tried to scoop her up back then, but the timing just wasn't right because everyone knows timing is everything. Mm-hmm. So now with the new year, with our national office and how busy we are, all positive things, I thought, okay, I need the most positive person that I know. Who is that? And I manifested Jill, and here she is.
Yay.
So just
Welcome, Jill.
Hi.
On that note, everyone, please, I'd like to ask everyone for their prayers for our Peter, because everyone loves Peter. He is our head matchmaker in our Melville office, and you might remember that last week he had COVID. So he has COVID again. So he has that double COVID. Which is very dangerous, serious. So, we are just nonstop praying for him. I know he's going to be back soon. I know he's going to be better soon. I know it. But again, can't hurt to ask for more prayers. So, and that is why Peter has not been here last week or today. But I just know he'll be here by next week. So, okay, which means just very quickly before I tell you about our surprises today, because we have a lot of fun surprises. I have the love phone, not Peter. So there are literally as many voicemails as you could possibly imagine, and people wanting appointments with us at MTN Matchmaking. And I only got this in the mail last night, so I haven't even called anyone yet. I am going to be doing that all night until I go out tonight on my third different date this week, which we'll get into later. And why is that? Hey, Ken, how are you? Ken, you're in Florida. Did you know that I'm in the national office now in Myrtle Beach? That's a hop, skip, and a jump from you. Okay, so anyway, well, Trisha, do you want to explain to everyone quickly why later I'll be discussing my love life?
Why later you'll be discussing your love life?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean because you're on your new chapter in life now? And
yes.
The kitties are gone, and now Maureen is, the matchmaker looking for her match.
Matching myself. Taking my own advice, which is the hardest thing in the world. But I have to say, I am taking my own advice. And, thank you, Ken. And it's working. So, I don't need a matchmaker here. And if I do, if it takes 6 months, I am going to find a certified matchmaker here. Okay, in Myrtle Beach, because that's where our national office is. Hey, Margaret, when are you going to come visit me? I love all my friends too then. Okay. Oh, wow. Cindy, we love Cindy. Okay. So
wait, can we go back to Ken 1 second? Who's Ken?
Ken is my Florida friend. And
Oh,
just like
honey,
me.
is that a picture of Ken? Because
Yes,
Ken is
Ken is hot.
handsome. Oh my.
I have a lot of guy friends, and
Oh.
all of them.
Oh
Oh, oh, Margaret, I'm so
That's
sorry.
terrible.
Thanks for the buzzkill,
Get better
Margaret.
soon.
no.
I'm so sorry, Margaret. How are you feeling, my dear? And take care of yourself. All of my friends since Christmas, one of us, we all got COVID too, or I should say the month of December. All of us did. And all of my friends. And I think you've all said,
I bet you are, Ken.
me too, Ken. Okay. All right. So, as we were saying, yes, Margaret, when you get better, come visit me because I don't want to catch COVID. So, we're doing something very, very, very different today, off the cuff. It's silly to do something without any practicing. But that's what Facebook Live is all about every week. Me and the team, we love you too, Ken. Not being afraid to try new things. And, if it doesn't work, it's all right. But hopefully it'll be fun for you to listen and watch, but also learn things. Because,
They can help us too. They can type in some quick
Yes.
questions.
okay, so does anyone else want to describe the 10-second question, or shall I? What we're doing.
Oh, so we're gonna set a timer. Maureen's got 1 minute to answer as
No,
many.
10 seconds. 10 seconds each question.
Oh, I thought it was like 1 minute altogether. All right, so we're gonna just bang
Yep.
out a bunch of dating questions. Maureen's got 10 seconds to answer.
10 seconds
question.
to answer each of them.
Sasha, you're gonna keep track of the timer.
Yes.
All right, and you guys can help in and type in some questions.
Any questions that you want.
Keep it clean.
And we're just, well, you can keep it R. In fact,
Did you say keep it R? Did you say keep it R?
R-rated. R-rated. But again, I'm the one that gets kicked off Facebook all the time. And I also, anyone who's watching, had to change my name because the name I put in, Trisha goes, oh no. Like Trisha's grandma used to do in my mouth. Okay. So I have 10 seconds each to answer each of the questions from any of you that's going to ask them. So if anyone like Ken or Margaret, because I can't see who's watching, if you want me to answer any sort of dating question, write it in and Trisha will read it.
Yes.
10 seconds each. Go.
Oh wait, who's going first? Wait.
Oh.
Whoever
Put them all down.
has the questions. I
Ken,
think
I don't know what you're typing, but nothing's coming up, bud.
Oh, Ken probably has a question.
Why don't we do it for a minute? That way we have time to read the question, right? Right, maybe?
I could do that in my sleep a minute.
I'll start. Should the guy always pay on the first date?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Never be a cheap ass because you'll never get a date again with that girl.
Got it.
Was that in 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Sam.
All right. Next question. How important are shared interests and hobbies in a relationship?
Okay. Hobbies is not compatibility. You need compatibility and chemistry for a relationship to work. Hobbies is not compatibility. So it's fun to have different hobbies.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Was that in 10 seconds?
Yes. So
So
what?
piece of cake.
All right. What do I do if my boyfriend doesn't text me for a day?
Okay, stop being so needy. Okay, and just take a step back.
Wait, that's
No, that wasn't Ken. No, you stopped me too soon. No,
I was counting in my head. Did you start?
Oh, wait,
that
Trisha,
timer?
read what Ken, because I can't see what he.
Okay, all right. Start the timer over. Start it
Okay.
after.
Well, I have to wait till the questions
All right,
asked.
you ready?
Yes.
What do you do after you make love to take the time to get to know each other better?
Okay. I think you should take the time to get to know each other before you're making love. So that's it.
All right. That was on
Gosh.
time.
Okay. Jill, you got another one?
Good one, Ken. Good one.
You know what? I would only because this is kind of timely, and I actually don't know your opinion on this. So I was watching. I don't know if anyone else was the Golden Bachelor wedding last night.
Jill loves that.
I do. I've watched The Bachelor forever, and you know why? Because I'm in love with love. I'm in love with the idea of love. I love watching people, fall in love or whatever, think they're in love. But last night they got married, the first Golden Bachelor, and he was like, I think he's 72. The wife, the new wife, is 70, and some
Age
people really
appropriate, which is not usual, which is
well,
good,
right. But they said they want to make sure that everyone gets the message that there's no age limits in love, that you can always find. And I just thought that was the wonderful thing. So what do you think of the whole Golden Bachelor thing?
I think it's great that they made them age appropriate because in real life and not on TV, men do have a luxury that if they're successful and good looking, they can go down 20 years. And that usually happens. 10, yeah, but we only allow 10 years. Nope, I made it.
You did.
I did.
Wait, so you only allow, so what's that, what's your policy on that?
Okay, so now I could say this slowly though. So if a man has it all, let's just say how we take the top 10% of all singles into MTN matchmaking. Okay. So that type of guy who comes to us, he's successful. Typically he's handsome. He's charismatic. He's everything that you want. Okay. That guy, say if he's 50 and above, on the outside world, he can find a girl even more than 20 years younger, but she'll be a gold digger, of course. Okay. And of course, she'll be good looking, but she's going out with him for the money. So she doesn't care about the age. And then she'll take all of his money and then she's going to leave him. And that happens all the time. Men come in here and they say, oh my God, can you believe she left me? I'm like, of course. Of course she left you, you fool. You're 30 years older than her. She got your car. You bought her a car. You bought her this, that, and the other thing. She doesn't need you anymore. But in real life here at MTN Matchmaking, I go by compatibility and 3 parts of compatibility. So I don't care how good looking and successful a guy is, you're not typically, okay? You're not going to be compatible with someone 30 years younger. Now, could it happen? 1% chance. Let's just say that, because what happens usually when I say, oh, you can't, is people will write in and say, well, we did it, blah, 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 blah. So just to not offend people, okay, you have a 1% chance of that happening in real life. So I keep it to, guys, if you want to be in my program, it goes by compatibility. And in my experience for 20 years of owning MTN Matchmaking, 10 years younger is the most that a guy and a girl that you will be compatible with. Therefore, there's no gold diggers either. So, but your question about the bachelors, I was very impressed that they targeted, or they must have said to him, look, let's not take a step backwards for women, okay? Which kudos to them. We're going to give you age appropriate women because you can find women your age too, gentlemen that we're talking about. But since it goes on compatibility, men just have it easier in that department. But ladies, I can promise you what we do, you will have every other advantage under the sun because we can't fight that. We can't change that statistic. That happens in the outside world. If men want to go to my colleagues, and I love my colleagues, the certified matchmakers, closest ones are in the city, they'll charge someone $50,000 and that guy can get someone 20 years younger, no problem. And if the guy's paying $50,000 and wants someone 20 years younger, he'll probably say, okay, I want her to look like a Barbie doll. I want her to be this, that, and the other thing. They now go out and get someone exactly how she looks. Bam, success story for them. But that's chemistry on his part. And now that girl doesn't pay typically. She'll be a database client that they can get anywhere. Say from the internet, say from Facebook, say from other matchmakers. Now with me, from what?
Their niece.
Yes. So, right. But again, with us, because we're going by compatibility, it's a totally different story. So, okay.
Ken has a question.
Okay, go ahead.
How do you tell a woman in a loving way to stop trying to change me? I love you. You're perfect. Don't change.
Ah,
How do
okay,
I
wait.
say to a woman?
Wait,
"Love
is this
me
a
as
10-second
really
thing?
It's kind of together. But
How do I say to a woman to love me? Just to wait. Okay. Well,
all right, yeah, let's
do I-
do 10 seconds.
do I have more than 10 seconds for this, or?
Can you do it in 10 seconds? No, I think this deserves a
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah. But yes, but you're not going to get the full thing. Okay, so, all right, here's the thing. Ken, I want you to be truthful with this. How much younger is she? Because the younger she is, the more she's probably going to want him to change. Because again, the higher the gap in age, the more chances that they're not going to be compatible, and the higher chances that she's going to think, can't you change, blah, 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 blah. Unless you just do things the right way from the beginning and search for a partner that's compatible to you.
10 years.
So, see? So he's right, which means, Ken, please don't get mad. She is more than 10 years, but Ken heard me say that 10 years is okay. So I bet she's probably 15 years, but he just didn't want me to yell at him and say she's not compatible. So sorry, Ken, but so that's why she's probably too young, Ken, when it comes to compatibility age. So I'm sure she's gorgeous, right? And that's what you like about her. You're physically attracted to her. Again, that's great, but you have to be compatible too, or you're going to have the rest of your life having the person wanting you to change, but you don't want her to change because she's hot and she's probably 15 years younger. So you have it made. Now, it depends upon how much giving you're doing in the relationship. If you're buying her a car, a Maserati, you'll have a longer time with her. Of course she's not.
So
But
what
it's
is
compatible. Compatible. You know how I like to make up my own words, so that's what it is, Ken. Just find someone that is compatible to you, and then that'll solve all your problems. Because there are women and men out there, and that's why we're doing this part of Friday Facebook Lives, that our clients or friends or colleagues or just single people that watch us, and typically they watch later on, not live, that they're following my own journey, because I am taking my own advice for the first time since I've been divorced. And it is quite interesting, the things that I am running into. So, okay. Any other questions for that, or should we get to the regular questions that
what does he mean when he says, so what is compatible? Like,
He's
does he mean like,
being
what are your top issues that you feel that should be compatible? Maybe, I don't know.
Well,
I think he's
I
being,
know what, Trisha?
I think he's being silly.
Yes, he's going, because we know him. Well, I know him for years because Ken has his own version of a Friday Facebook Live, but he knows I better not be calling my show Friday Facebook Live because Maureen coined that phrase.
Oh, Ken.
Do I have the greatest guy friends or what? Really? In fact, oh yes, it's called the Florida Love Show. Yes. Which he did have me on as a guest once or twice during Valentine's Day over the years. That's usually when people, and you did the same thing, Jill, a couple years ago. It was, what was it, 2 years ago? I was on?
Yeah. It was during the pandemic. Oh, yeah, I think it was. No, it was 21. I think it was like 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So 3 years.
Maureen is a lover. That is true.
Yes, she is.
Uh,
Are you trying to make that behind the scenes action, Ken?
Okay, so I hope people can notice my shirt, my t-shirt that I bought the gang, which I have to get you yours, Jill. It's my name. It's our logo. Sorry.
Just as you were showing your chest, I read she has the biggest, and I was like, no.
I love my assets. And I'm not going to say why, but just trust me, everyone. I can do that. And there is a reason why. If you want to know, instant message us and I will tell you privately. But I can, just like there's other people that I help and counsel with too, help them with this, that because of something, I'm allowed to do that. And it's fine. I show my boobs to people all the time with this subject matter, which I'm not going to say here, but I will tell you privately, ladies, if you want to know why. And if you want to know why, no, it costs you a dinner first. Oh, and so on the back, it says our company, MTN Matchmaking. So I can't wear t-shirts even to the gym, which how many of us have started actively working out hard, like me, since the new year?
oh, I do. Can I tell you? And this is not a plug. I've been doing V-Shred, which is, I saw it on Facebook. It's called V-Shred, and you only work out for like 18 minutes a day. It's fantastic.
You have all the ins. Whatever the question is, Jill knows it.
I have. I was like, you know what? I have 18 minutes a day, and he's super cute, so you can watch him. And intermittent fasting, which I've had incredible success with, because I can stop eating for a while. It's just
what is it called again? V-Shred.
V-Shred. Oh my God, it's so good.
Now Jill is in charge of our marketing and social media. So thank God she did not see what Ken wrote. So do not tell her. Hopefully she won't notice it.
I think she can see the comments on the side.
She will. No, don't look. Don't look, Jill.
Why?
She'll be like, oh, be careful. Be careful.
Oh no. Oh.
Okay. So, oh no. That's so cute.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, just so you know, everyone, such great news that next week, Sasha Girl is going to be in the national office here in Myrtle Beach with me. I'm so excited. Our clients are so excited. We will be calling clients sporadically as a surprise to them, just because we'll both physically be here. And we might even FaceTime them. So, but
it's nice.
You know what we can do? Maybe get clients this shirt, even though I'm not a fan of this shirt. And I did, well, you have to wash it, obviously, but I dried it. The guy said not to dry it. So I did ruin it, blah, blah, blah. But if you notice, I destroyed it because I can't wear regular t-shirts.
We can make a better one. We can make a better one if you're
not happy with that. It's feminine for me to wear it. A regular t-shirt on me makes me look.
I'll do it on Canva and we'll take
not feminine enough. Okay, Canva, yes.
Well, because they're all made for men, I think. I feel like the unisex.
Yes. Yeah, you can't get unisex. You have to get the women's ones.
And when I just made my move, because I've only been here, everyone knows, 6 months, even though we started the national program a year ago. But so now the actual national MTN matchmaking is full force now since I'm physically in Myrtle Beach. So for 6 months. But why was I saying that, Trisha? There's a reason.
You all look beautiful and giving me such great womanly advice. Why is he so hot?
What was I trying to say about that? Oh, okay. So I had to downsize and I sold the house on Long Island to come here to Myrtle Beach. And I had about 30 different t shirts. And the t shirts are all, say, beach volleyball someplace, or, they all had a meaning. Many of them were from my ex-boyfriends too, that they were their shirts. I would just take and keep and stuff like that. But none of them were as just regular t-shirts. They were all like this, just because I couldn't handle, the manly look of it. So, Trisha, if you can find a t-shirt, like you just said, that is more like this, but without it being ruined like this, then I'll get it for all of us.
Yeah, that's actually the thing that Greg and I are starting up on the side, is a t-shirt business. So I'll help you out.
Oh, like this?
Custom shirts. So like print on demand things, and yeah.
We will be your first customer, MTS Matchmaking.
That's nice. That's great.
Ken wants you to come down to the beach in Florida.
Ooh, what part of
It's
Florida?
warm.
Yes, I need warm because Myrtle Beach. It's Alexa. What's the weather today? 47 degrees.
Maureen, love your new hairstyle. You look beautiful.
Thank you, Ken.
She really does.
Trisha found her a new salon.
Oh, Fort Lauderdale.
Looks great.
Okay, so here's the funny thing that none of these ladies have noticed. Okay, last week, the last day that I went to the salon, that was very, very close to me, and the girl knows I've had a problem the whole time with her trying to do my bangs. Right, Trish?
Mm-hmm.
And Sasha. No, actually, Sasha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Couldn't do it. And then she called me a Linda, not a Karen. Does everybody know what Linda is? Because I didn't.
I don't know.
It's a video that she showed us of some bratty kid asking his mom a question a million times. And I don't know why it's called a Linda.
She told you a Linda?
Yeah. Because
What did she say?
Because I have to say 3 times each time, my bangs, please. Like, look, this new girl, I like the bangs.
Yeah, it looks great.
And I didn't even put in my color. I do a root color thing, but I put it all over and it's darker. So it gives free highlights. I didn't even do that yet. I should have. But so Trisha found me a new salon, and all what I said once was, I have a problem with my bangs. I love them.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. That little sweep. It's the sweep.
Yeah. And that's what I say, sweet.
Yeah.
But she will say, I know.
And
Okay.
how did she call you that? She said, "Oh, you're such a
Okay,
Linda."
Linda.
Yeah.
She said that to you?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
she's so
She
fucking
could just
rude.
Just so you know. She is.
Who's out?
so
Who'd be
rude.
out? That's it.
Yeah, well, again, I think she does watch our Friday Facebook Live. But look, it's the truth, and she knows it.
Rude. You don't talk to a customer like that.
Yeah, again, I say it all the time to her. My bangs, my bangs. Okay, but besides that, none of you noticed that the last time I went to her, which was what, a week ago, because I go once or twice a week, I cut my own hair. None of you noticed it. Now do you notice it?
You can see your gorgeous skin and face. Your hair is out of your face. You look like a new single supermodel.
You see why I love you. You are the best. Thank you so much.
Ken is smooth.
I know.
And boy, my ego is so great. I I love it. But truly, ladies, whether you're married or not, but especially if you're single, make sure you have at least 5 great guy friends. Because this is what guy friends do, that you don't have to be going out. Ken doesn't have to take me out to dinner. I haven't seen Ken. He's in Florida, but he's a guy friend. And
Oh, Ken.
so, he is just so good. And that's what guy friends do. So I personally have about 8 guy friends. And almost a guy friend here, my walking buddy. But, it's different here in Myrtle Beach. And, so he's not really a guy friend yet, more like an acquaintance. But it's great to have someone that will walk with me for exercise purposes. But, a great guy. But I'm just saying, it's since I've only been here for 6 months, he's not in the 8 guy friends that I have that really make me feel like $1,000,000. So, and you are all my colleagues and my team members, but my girlfriends, like say Margaret, okay, I have about 5 great girlfriends like Margaret that I love and I would do anything for them. But then I have about, just typical, like everyone else, friends that you wouldn't say, like how Margaret, we've known each other since 3rd grade, So these other friends, I guess you would call them, I hate them. I hate girlfriends. They're all the worst. None of them will do what a guy friend will do for us. So ladies, MTMs, I love it. And by the way, I love the fact that people either get our name wrong, MTM, because my name, Ken, is not Maureen Tara Melson. It's Maureen Tara Nelson. Or people will say, why is the name of your company Mountain Matchmaking? So again, MTN, but that's okay because you're great, Ken, and we love you. But ladies, I really want to emphasize this to you, especially if you're single. Make sure you find 5 guys that are your friends only. That
Maureen,
yes.
would Ken like to be a guest on our next Friday Facebook Live and we can talk about his Florida love show?
Ken? I'm sure he will because he's been on ours years. Yeah.
I'm sure with that face, we'll get all the ladies watching.
Yeah. That's right. I think I met Ken during the pandemic. Yeah, he said it right, MTN.
You're listening.
Okay. So now, ladies, you might be thinking too, how do you get guy friends? Right? What I do, I use my ex-boyfriends that if you have ex-boyfriends that you just, for whatever reason, you probably weren't compatible, so things fizzled out and you ended on good terms, that is perfect for a guy friend. But you have to make sure, ladies, that you don't make the mistake of, you can't be jealous. Your guy friends can do whatever they want with other girls and they can tell you about it, and vice versa. Come to inbox.
Ooh,
Who's that?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
She hitting on Ken?
Or maybe she's mad that I said I hate girlfriends. Or that guy friends are so much better. But they are. So just trust me on that, ladies. And I would love to know how many guy friends other ladies have. Like Jill, Mike is your guy friend,
Yes.
right?
Yes, he's a good friend. That's true. I don't know that I have 5 good friends.
of guys. I feel like it gets funny when you're married to be hanging out with a lot of guys. I feel like, I don't know. I wouldn't want my husband to be dating, like hanging out with 5 girlfriends, like friends who are girls. I'd be like, no.
But it's just friends. You're not.
But isn't there always that Harry met Sally thing, right?
Especially ex-girlfriends.
What?
Especially ex-girlfriends.
Yeah. I'd be like, if you've had sex, no, you're not hanging out ever.
Okay. Let's just say.
I love you all, my love friends.
Love you too, Ken. All right. So let's just say this is a
This message out. I
suggestion.
sent you our email so we can send you a link next Friday to join us. Thank you.
So let's just say if you're single, you should do this. Okay. So we're not talking to married people. And you know what? Very rarely do married people watch this. I mean, you can, because we're also dating coaches. So I help people that are married all the time. I give free dating coaches to all my friends and colleagues when they're married. And a lot of times they don't even want it, right, Trisha? It's not even, like asked. I just offer it, which could be very annoying.
But we all have single friends or divorced friends, right?
Yes.
Especially once you hit a certain age. It happens a lot more often.
Okay, so again, I can't wait for next week having Sasha. But tonight, I don't know if I mentioned to you, but part of taking my own advice is to get yourself out there, because you need to have exposure to other single people. And again, what I'm discussing is finding love on your own and not. So I guess he's leaving now. Okay, bye.
I don't know. Is he
I would
leaving?
assume, right?
Oh, loving, peace, love, and happiness.
I mean, or if that's just a thought that he had. I don't know, but so what you should do is something that I'm doing, because I preach this all the time, and especially with me, I'm new here, so I don't know anyone in Myrtle Beach, although I do have my first official client that I told you guys about, which that's a personal thing which I can't bring up because of privacy. So if you're single though and you do want to join our national program, just know we keep the privacy very, very serious. We like to joke, we like to have fun on this, but if you're a client, you never have to worry about that. Yeah, see, guys love having girlfriends too. So, and I'm sure the next question probably Ken will bring up, or ladies, I would imagine you're thinking is, what's the difference between friends with benefits versus just having guy friends? Like, is that something that any of you thought? I guess not. Right? Okay, so what would you think then? Are your guy friends with benefits or not? Go ahead, Jill. Put your marriage on
Yeah,
the
no, I
line
don't have it.
and admit to, oh yes, friends with benefits. But remember,
If you're single, go for it. But if you're in a relationship, no, you can't have friends with benefits. That's ridiculous.
Right. But if you're both single and you have a friendship,
And you're desperately in need of, moment. Wait, what are you trying to say here?
I just mean, there's no harm, right? No harm, no foul. And that's something that when you
As long as you can stay friends, though.
yes,
not
that's
make it
exactly
weird.
what I was going to say. You can't be jealous, and it's hard, but the benefits are so great.
More. Okay.
You gotta stop me right now before I go any further.
It's over. Sasha, got any more questions over there?
I
Yeah.
don't think we even got to any of the real questions.
I feel like this is like love songs at night with Maureen.
Oh, I have a really good question that somebody wrote in, but it's not a 10-second answer. It's a good one. Do you
Unless I
want to hear-
can do it in 10 seconds.
No. This is a- how can
Okay,
I
then that
read?
means I have to take it more seriously.
All right, you ready? No commitments, but lots of sensual love fun. Okay. All right, for real though. Somebody wrote in, they said,
Oh.
how can I create a healthy balance between being open-minded but also setting essential standards, for when I'm searching for my potential partner?
Is this by any chance the girl that said check your inbox? I'm just wondering. No? Did anyone check our
She said
inbox?
come to inbox. I think it's a bot trying to get us to go to them.
Trying to steal our thunder? Is that what she's
I
doing?
don't know. I don't know.
Maybe trying to sell you something.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll buy it. Is it on sale? I'll buy it. That's all I need to know.
Is it Louis?
Can I just say, after I got my hair, next door was Ollie's. I don't think we have Ollie's on Long Island, do we?
No, I don't think so.
But you have it in
Mm-hmm.
North Carolina, and you have it in Virginia Beach.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So I spent $90 getting the greatest things in Ollie's before, and they're all just thrown over there because I didn't have a chance to put them away. But I got 8 new pillows. This, a side note, I think this is important and interesting. Every quarter, I have to buy brand new pillows for, back at home with my bedrooms. Each one, I would do it too, except if no one was in them using them, of course. But every bedroom that's actively being used, every quarter of every year, I have to buy brand new pillows. Does anyone else have to do that?
No.
How often do you buy new pillows?
I don't know, but
Huh?
are you not answering this question?
Actually, is it a real question?
It's a real question.
Sorry, but
I
it's
didn't know
boring.
how
It
to
wasn't real. I'm sorry. It's boring.
being open-minded, because you always say positive, patient, open-minded, but still setting standards for what they want.
Okay, wait. I'm sorry to anyone listening. Can you please repeat it one more time? Because I'm just still thinking, oh my God, I got the greatest deals at Ollie's. So I have to focus right now. And I can't wait to set up my brand new pillows and throw out pillows from 3 months
I think you're
ago.
cut off from the monster.
Oh, yes. Because I've been off the monster, except for Fridays. And I have to tell you, I'm not going to say what. This is great. It's the greatest feeling, almost the greatest feeling, Ken.
All right. The question again is, how can I create a
Wait, say it slowly and emphasize the words.
How can I create a healthy balance between being open-minded and setting essential standards for my future partner? I guess they mean like your 5 must-haves.
Yeah.
So how
Cute. Great.
where
Jill,
do they
perfect
balance
thing
the
to do is get
open-minded-
me more unfocused than I already am.
Thanks, Joe. I'm not reading that question again. Where's Asa?
Okay.
Asa, repeat the question for
Yeah,
me.
where is it? What does she want? What is she trying to get from me? Seriously. Other than boring me and annoying me from that question. I'm annoyed by that.
Okay.
And not,
I think it's a great question.
you do?
Because
All right,
really-
you answer it because you also are dating.
I don't have an answer, but I think it's a great question. No, I do
Sasha?
think it's a great question. So how do you find a balance between being open-minded, but also, still wanting what you want out of somebody?
This is like a manifesting question, Maureen, right?
be general, but
Yes,
Uh,
you want to answer it first?
oh, I don't know. I was just saying, like, I'm into manifesting. I'm into all this
Yes.
universal everything,
Yep.
right? So they say to manifest something,
Mhm.
you have to not get too specific. Don't harp on the details, but on the feelings you want to feel and things like that. So I don't know. That's my thing. Like maybe just think about all the what you want in a relationship in general terms, and
Mhm.
then just open the door and see what happens.
Yes. Because
So-
this might not be what she wants to hear, but I mean, like, I might not be answering it exactly the way she's expecting, but everyone should just go into a relationship again with an open mind and being very flexible and having the 5 must haves that we always talk about. Because many people make the biggest mistake of having 10 things that someone must have. That's impossible. Okay? It's not going to happen. Plus, on top of that, remember, you have to be compatible in 3 ways. Plus, well, that's our program. You have to be compatible. And then you have to have chemistry too. So there are, the heck was that, Trisha?
I felt like there was like dust on my
Oh.
screen.
So with the relationship, in marketing, my favorite saying, kiss. Trisha, you've heard,
No.
Sasha, you've heard me say kiss a million times. Keep it simple, stupid.
Oh, yes.
Right? And
Sorry, my stupidity.
Look at that.
I thought it was
So-
something much more complex.
right. Oh my
Would you
God. All
rather
right.
get a text after they get home after first date to make sure they got home safely, or text the next morning? No, after you get home safely, absolutely.
Yes.
And then a phone call the
Yes.
next day.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. So the best thing to do with the relationship, to answer that question, is to simplify things. Keep things simple, keep things fun, especially the first 3 months. And it does take 6 months when you're finding someone on your own to even establish if you are compatible to one another or not, because a lot of times people don't say the truth or they embellish things about themselves. Never do that, because it's always going to come back to haunt you. The truth always comes out, and it usually takes 6 months. So, especially during the 6 months, don't make things complicated, because it is easy to complicate things. And don't be too picky. You should be selective. Okay. You should never settle. But a lot of times people just, the best way I could put it, they get in their own way. I've said that to so many clients. You're just getting in your own way. And when people hear that they're doing it, that's all you have to say. And they'll know, oh my God, I really am doing that. So, there's a balance, but you're the one in control of that for this girl. So you're in control of keeping things simple, knowing the importance of what it's going to take to have a healthy relationship, and hopefully your partner feels that same way. Because remember, when you're meeting someone, you have to also hope that you're both in the same state of mind, I guess, and want the same things for a relationship. For example, a lot of times there could be a great couple, but he's not emotionally available or she isn't. Okay, that's not going to work. But maybe 3 years down the line, it'll work. But 3 years down the line, he or she might have someone else. Okay, so timing is also a big thing. But if you take the time to really feel it out and to make sure that we're both at the same place in life and want the same things, that is so super important. So now look at all those things that I just said, right? Do you see how hard it is to find the right one? when you really break it down like that, there's a lot of things to consider. There's a lot of ways you could really blank up a relationship, screw up a relationship. Um, so, but if you don't get in your own way and you keep things simple, you'll have a much better chance of being successful. But not that this is a commercial for MTN matchmaking, but just know this is what we do every single day for our clients. So when you just saw, oh my God, New York accents are getting in there. So when you, I'm going to say it again with that accent. I already said it. I was only going to repeat for emphasis. So don't need to do that. Okay. Finally answer that girl's question. Please block her.
No, I think
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, it seriously is just as simple as like what you said. Keep it to 5 must-haves.
Yes. All right.
And be open-minded and a little bit flexible, and take it person by person. So that's good. But
Yes.
Ken has a very important question here.
Oh.
I have always been in relationships with women who are possessive, jealous, asking me a million questions while I'm only working all day, always about other women. How do I find a woman who trusts me and loves me the way I am?
Plus, Ken, you're telling girlfriends that you love them all the time. That's why that these girls that you're in relationships with are having problems and are being jealous.
They don't want me to talk to women. I feel like they want me to be gay.
So,
It's just
All
the
right.
wrong women, Ken. The
so
wrong women.
again,
You need someone who is compatible.
now we need to add something. How we added in my whole advice on having guy friends. You can't be married. Okay. Now, because of Ken's very good question, you can't be in relationships. So when you're in relationships, you're dating someone and it's exclusive, you got to back off the guy friends. Okay. There.
It's called mtnmatchmaking.com.
Right. We have 3,000 clients and we are now national.
Lots of snowbirds or women ready to become snowbirds.
Oh, so what I started saying before is I'm taking my own advice tonight. So I'm in a bunch of different groups. And
Can you really find somebody that loves that way too and sees people that way too? And that's when you'll find someone who trusts you.
bam.
Good answer.
Who trained you on being such a great dating coach?
My beautiful aunt. I have to go get the kids soon, though. If you guys want to keep going.
No, we're actually done. I just wanted to mention this last thing. Okay. So I'm taking my own advice. So tonight, I put it out there to my different groups. Where do you go on a Friday night? That's it. So single ladies, that's all you have to do. Think of how easy that is. Because now I have a bunch of people that are very nice asking me out. I wouldn't have had that. You know, my picture is on that group of single. It's a sign from heaven. Actually, it is. Because what turned it on and what turned it off? That is so weird.
Wow.
That is a sign from my mother in heaven. But okay, so again, no one would have randomly reached out to me today and said, would you like to go out tonight and let's go here? Right? They wouldn't have done that. I mean, every once in a while someone will, but now all what it took was, because it's a whole group, so again, you need exposure. Where do people go on a good place where people go on a Friday night? Hence, all these opportunities. So, hope everyone keeps following my dating excursions as I'm taking my own advice, which again, it's much harder than I ever thought it would be. but clients, especially the ones that take my advice, they're always successful. So, okay. Anyway, so help us welcome Jill, everyone, please. And if anyone would like to give Peter some well wishes, please email us at maureen@mtnmatchmaking.com and put Peter in the subject line, and we'll send them off to Peter because we are really praying that he's going to be feeling better quickly. And we'll see you next week on our Friday Facebook Live. And what does Ken say? Oh, I missed it.
He sent some YouTube links for us to watch. He was on the news. Something about Roses for Change, giving out.
Oh, yes,
roses, saying I love you. So yes, we will all watch that, Ken.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ken, it's not Friday
We're
Facebook Live with Ken in Florida.
So Cindy, we're gonna start making the videos,
Oh,
posting them on YouTube. Right now, we've just kind of been talking about it here and
Oh
there
my
on the
gosh.
Facebook Live. But
Cindy,
now that we
what a
have Jill, we're going to be doing YouTube videos specifically just for that story. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's
I'll
funny.
help you, Cindy. Don't worry.
Thank you, Ken. Okay, so everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week, and I'll talk to all of you right after. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.